I literally remember like the first scoop of eggs, putting it on my son's plate. I was like,
ain't no season on these eggs.
What about all the people out there that put ketchup on their eggs?
My brother did it. Shout out to DeAndre.
No, my brother used to
Ace as my kids call him now.
My brother used to eat ketchup sandwiches.
For real? Just bread and ketchup?
Yeah.
I love you, Mikey.
About, like, we were just FaceTiming him before this. He was hyping us up for the episode.
Shout out, Mikey.
What was it like being Lil Trale? Was it Lil D? Big D? What was your name?
Dirty D.
Dirty D.
Don't call me that because we gonna fight.
Alright, so what was life like for Dirty D?
So for Dirty D started when I was in 7th grade, and I never even knew about it though.
Yeah.
Somebody came to me like, Trale, and I was like, yeah, Trale, which is my government name. They were like, why do they call you Dirty D? And I was like, nobody calls me Dirty D. He was like, oh, yes, we do. What? And I guess it was because, well, I know it was because at the time I was less fortunate because my mom made sure we had everything we needed, but we didn't have like the freshest shoes, the best pants, best clothes. Like I remember when she would let us know like, I just got paid or we got this tax money coming in or whatever, we about to hit Walmart and get y'all 5 outfits, 5 shirts, 5 pants. We might get y'all a pair of shoes, but I would have my junk laid out on the bed, like creased on.
I didn't even know. I didn't think that was gonna be the story behind Dirty D.
Man, that's Dirty D. Yeah.
But what I was getting at when I said what was Lil Trale like, I meant like growing up and stuff. You talk about running away.
Oh yeah.
And all those things. Why don't you start there?
Cool. So I think the first time I ran away, I was maybe, I want to say 13 or 14. I had an abusive stepfather, and
what's his name in case he's watching it? We could find him.
I wouldn't do that to my brother.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even do it though, cause
okay.
My brothers love him though to death, so I wouldn't do that. Okay. But just abusive, man. And I love, like I said, me and my mom we're tight, man. So whatever pain she went through, I went through it too. So.
You think that's what you just described now? That tightness you described. You think that that's throughout the black community too?
Yeah, I do. I think that's also where I ain't gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it weird. I'm about to say no snitching, but yeah, that's where that comes from though. Just being tight with, just loving somebody, man, and just not want to be that person that throws somebody under the bus though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But where were we at?
You said 13, 14, Brandon?
Yeah, God. So a memory that sticks out as far as like me running away. I remember me and my middle brother wrestling, and I don't know if some of you know, but when I was younger, there were tables that had 3 parts to it. There were the end parts, and there was the middle part that you can take out. Mm-hmm. You ever had a table?
What's it called, a leaf or something?
Yeah, you can take it out and you can push the 2 end parts together. So it'll be a round table.
Yeah.
And we were wrestling, and that middle part was under some clothes on the couch, and I slammed him on the couch, and we didn't know it was there, and he started crying because his head hit it. So fast forward to the next day, I remember hanging with a friend and coming home, and my stepdad had been drinking, and he called me like, Trale, come here. I'm like, yo, what's up? And he got real rowdy with me. And mind you, I've been the same height for like, since I was like maybe 14, 13, so I'm 5'6". I mean 6'2". But.
And when he says 5'6", I mean, I'm 5'7". I'm 5'6" or above. I'd say 8, but could keep going. So
I remember he called me, and he had been drinking, so he was like, come here. And this is one of the first times I realized that I didn't like him. And to be nice about it, you know. He was like, come here. And I was like, yeah. He was like, you put your hands on my son? And instead of saying like your brother or, you know, like.
Yeah, he created that boundary between you and him.
He did. He was like, you put your hands on my son? Because I was the only one that's not a son out of 5 siblings. Wow. He's like, you put your hands on my son? And I'm like, yeah, we were wrestling, and he cut me off. And he was like, don't ever put your hands on my son. And he walked up on me. Now, mind you, he had been drinking, so I'm 14, 13, I'm scared. And he's kind of like, No exaggeration, he's kind of built like Mike Tyson a little bit. Well, at this day and age, he was built like Mike Tyson. Just like Mike Tyson, he was like 5'9". Even though Mike might be a little taller, but he was like stocky. He was like, he walked up on me, and I was terrified, so I just took off running. And I didn't come back till the next day. And I remember my mom having a conversation like, what's wrong? What's going on with you? And I'm like, I don't like him. I just don't like him. Yeah. It sticks with me. That's something that bothers me today because we haven't talked about it or nothing though.
You and your mom?
Me, my mom knows how I feel, but this subject is touching for me, period, because I don't like talking about it though. But me and him never talked about it though. Like a part of me has moved past it because I've learned how to be a father by not being like him.
Yeah.
And then a part of me is like, when I have these nightmares at night, it's like, he's the reason I have these nightmares.
Yeah.
So.
You still see him today?
I'm not, we're cordial.
Yeah.
Like my brothers love him, so I would never like disrespect him. And if something was to happen to him, I would be hurt because he's my brother's and my sister's father.
Yeah.
So.
How long was he in your life?
From 89 to when I was 2 till 2004. Yeah. Because my mama, when they separate ways.
Yeah.
Touchy.
But even, I mean, 89 to, what were you, 87 till like 02 or something, whenever he told you that, he said, my son, you know. For you at 2 years old, I mean, I would imagine you weren't like, this is my stepbrother and stepsister.
Yeah.
Right?
Or half. I never even thought that they were my half brother until somebody brought it to my attention though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, he purposely brought that up. Yeah.
Which is different because that's when I started thinking about it though. Like, I never thought that in my life though. Like,
yeah, he's like, yeah. He's putting that wall up.
Like,
here's you, here's the rest of us. And your mom's on this side too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He most definitely put a wall up though. He put a wall up with me and him, but not. My brothers are my brothers, and my sister, like, no matter what, though, so.
Yeah.
I love y'all no matter what, though, but.
Have they been watching?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My youngest brother, I don't think he uses Facebook like that, though, but, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no disrespect, but.
Yeah.
We all got our own sides to what happened, so.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, my own personal opinion is like, I mean, we'll go into these funks and we'll dive deep into trying to figure out who we are, and then, you know, we might deem it depression or whatever it might be, but like I think our whole lives, outside of like who we were born as, I think they all stem from like those big moments that we remember when we were younger. You know, you say your first memory as a kid was your mom getting beaten, and while you didn't like go into detail of like what that might look like or what that might sound like, but I mean I think about my own childhood, and it wasn't until I got older thinking about my own childhood, especially articulating in a way that like invites others to participate in the conversation and make connections with that, then they also, like, even yourself, you begin to realize this is why I do certain things the way I do. You start talking about like connection with your mom, don't tell on your friends, and being hard, right? And while I think those are very strong characteristics of the black community, at least the friends that I know, and the people I don't know, right? I mean, if I were to look at people, and this could be my whiteness coming out, but when I would look at people, I would never see a white person and probably ever describe them as hard or hard looking. Like, the hardest looking people I would ever describe are some of my black friends. And, well, I think Mike Tyson's probably the hardest.
In America.
Right? Like, I see, I don't even want to go there, but that dude, like, you know, you see the memes pop up, would you let Mike Tyson hit you with $5 million? Under, whatever, what's that, underhook?
Uppercuts. Yeah.
Uppercuts.
No.
For what? I'm like, would you be able to handle 5?
Would you be able to handle the win from the first one?
Yeah, he could hit me in my chest instead of my face. Like,
shout out Mike Tyson.
That'd be 5 wake ups, right? You know what I'm talking about? It's a concussion 1. That's a double. No. Yeah. And you see his videos now. Like,
he's super in shape too.
I mean, I hope so. I had a dream the other day too, and this is getting real off topic because I'm gonna go into
about Mike Tyson.
My own life too. But yeah, I had a dream. In my 3 hours of sleep, I had a dream that the Roy Jones Jr. fight and Mike Tyson fight had already happened. And I woke up and I was like, wow, that was a wild fight. And then I'm downstairs, I was like making breakfast for kids. So typically in our house, we got 3 kids. Our son gets on the iPad while we put the twins down. So I put my daughter Ella to sleep. My wife puts our son Carter down to sleep, and our son gets on the iPad, and he's already tired. He's white. So for those of you saying, "Oh, no screen time," like he's already white. He's like probably not even taking anything in. But I put her down. He takes a while to go. Carter takes a while to go down. So then I put him to sleep.
Carter B.
I don't even want to see your dad. Cause I say that to say.
You about to say it?
Where was I going? Why did I bring all that up?
Mike Tyson. You had a dream about Mike Tyson. You told him when you woke up and you did the breakfast.
Yeah, and then kids. Oh yeah, so. So I say that to say. Anyway, that's what the nighttime looks like, right? So then in the morning, so I could go to bed early, right, and get more sleep. That's what my wife always says. Well, you don't get sleep because you don't go to sleep early. And I'm like,
early sleep is trash.
Same thing. Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna miss out on something though.
What's it like? 4 in the morning right now? So, so in the morning time, our son Carter, he don't sleep very well. I mean, either he's up at 11 or up at 2, and a lot of times he up at 2 and stuff don't go well all night. So my wife's with him. She'll respond to him. I use the sound machine for my daughter. Our 3-year-old, he's 3 right now, yeah. He'll wake up in the night, just come to our bed, or we put him back down. But anyway, so in the morning time, my wife had already been up with our son. So she usually comes here, boom, take them. And whether that's 5:45, 7 o'clock, whatever it might be, then boom, I'm up with all the kids. So I'm cooking breakfast for all of our kids. My wife's asleep the whole time. See, I say that to say I bring it all back.
All back. It's a full circle.
It's a tie.
Shout out to my pops, Timothy Baker. Yeah. Love you, Pop.
But I remember cooking breakfast and being like, man, that fight was crazy last night. Like it was like, boom, boom, boom. I don't remember anybody getting knocked out. And then I literally remember like the first scoop of eggs, putting it on my son's plate. I was like,
ain't no season on these eggs.
What about all the people out there that put ketchup on their eggs?
My brother did it. Shout out to Dondre.
No, my brother used to
Ace as my kids call him now.
My brother used to eat ketchup sandwiches.
For real? Just bread and ketchup?
Yeah.
I love you, Mikey.
About, like, we were just FaceTiming him before this. He was hyping us up for the episode.
Shout out, Mikey.
But I put the first scoop of eggs on and was like, that fight didn't even happen. And you know how you wake up, everything's so clear, and then it's like this, right? And that this is like a minute after you wake up, and then all of a sudden 5 minutes after, if you don't think about it, it's gone.
Yeah.
They just
whatever you were saying, it was fire. So
yeah,
I don't even
fire.
Yeah, just eggs and
that was pretty good. And there's another one, red rain, red water. I don't know.
Red Robin.
Something. Yum.
Is it yum or hum? It don't even matter. Shout out to Red Robin because they fire.
Endless fries.
Yeah.
They probably went out of business after all that.
We was just there like last week.
Really?
Yeah.
You been to a restaurant?
Yes. My pops was here. We went to Chili's yesterday.
Y'all wow. We need to wear a mask.
We do.
Man.
In the restaurants we do.
Let's put a mask on here.
We wear them in the restaurants though.
While you eat, you just
yeah. We actually had we cut slits.
Well, yeah, but watch us. Give us a shout.
You'll love us. Subscribe.
Yeah. What's it? Comment,
like, share,
subscribe, and what's that other button? The bell. Ding.
Notifications.
Yeah, turn notifications on. Right.
Yeah.
That's something.
We might be the best. Can we call us a show? Are we a show?
I don't know. Why don't you comment and let us know what we are?
Are we a show?
Because what if somebody's like, man, I love your podcast.
And we're not using that. We're not a podcast.
I said, no, we're not a podcast. Podcast is like just sound, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just love listening to your podcast.
We're giving you audio. We're giving you visual. We're giving you jokes. We're giving you facts.
Yeah. Connections. Make some connections.
Yeah. We've been breaking in our life stories.
If you're interested in seeing more of this,
what you should do is like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and follow.
All of those things.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
But we're going to make it easy for you, though.
Yeah. Trying all these graphics.
Yeah.
I don't know.